Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. I am doing today's video and asking a favor from my viewers. I've got a project I'm getting ready to do, and I've never done anything like this. And I bet you with close to 70,000 subscribers, there's somebody out there that's got the same situation I have. And I'm going to show you, this is looking out my driveway. I really like how the people that built this house designed this place. They put the house at the back of a 20-acre section here. This is 20 acres here, and the house is at the back end of it in a long, almost quarter-mile long driveway, which kind of looks cool and gives us a lot of privacy. The thing I don't like about it is the ditch. And here, right up by our house, the ditch is fine. I can mow all of this with a zero-turn mower, no problem. The problem becomes when we get down in the draw or the valley here and start going up the other hill. When they were finishing off this place, I don't think they finished off the ditch. Maybe they ran out of money or whatever, and so I've got a ditch that's just a mess, and before I started working on it, it was eroding pretty badly. And I just kind of want to get my viewers' opinions about what I ought to do about this. The problem is it's too steep to mow. And to me, there's probably 2 or 3 different options I could do to fix it. And what happens right now is I don't mow it, and it becomes kind of a jungle. And right here it is. You can see the slope here is too steep to mow. If I get on a zero turn and start going down there, I can almost keep it on for a little ways, and then it's so steep that it'll start sliding, the mower will, down in the bottom. And it was eroding pretty bad down in the bottom, so I started filling it in with rocks. And so I'm trying to figure out how to finish this off so I can mow it. And to me, I've got 3 choices. And one choice is to cut this hill down and actually make a ditch on both sides here where I can mow up and down. And that would take an awful lot of dirt work, because I've got a hill here about 3.5 foot tall that would have to be cut down and shaved. And then I would be able to mow this. But right along about here is where it gets really steep. And the grade is like that. So if I try to put the zero turn on it, it's going to end up down here. And right down here, this was a trench and was eroding pretty bad. And so I started filling this in with rock, and that stopped the erosion. So I'm not losing lots of dirt coming down. But I still can't mow it. And I thought about shaving that hill down and making it level, and again making a ditch, or putting a French drain in, which a French drain is a like drain tile that goes, you dig all this out, put the drain tile in, and then put either dirt or rocks, probably be rocks on top of it, and then that lets the water just shoot through here. Or the other option, and I've kind of experimented with it right here, I filled this up with rocks. This trench was probably 2 foot deep, and I started throwing rocks in it. And then I put some white rocks on top of it that are a little more attractive, just kind of to see what it would look like. And so the water goes down through the rocks, and that works pretty good. And the rocks on top kind of keep everything in place, and the erosion is stopped. And so I wonder if that's what I ought to do here. But instead of having these big rocks on top that you can't mow over, put like creek gravel or something a little prettier on top, a little finer gravel, and then bring it up to the level where this was pretty much flat along here, so I could run my lawnmower over the top of it. And I mow at 4.5 inches, 4.25 inches, somewhere like that. So I mow high, so running over this would probably be fine. But you can see this is a pretty good trench here, and there's rocks in it. If I ever lose control of the zero turn and come down here, I'll be cutting up some of these rocks I've been throwing in. Now along about right here, the slope is not so bad, and I can actually put my zero turn down here and run up the side of this trench on both sides and be okay. And whoever owned the place before me put concrete down here, and you can see here's the top of it, to try to let the water come down, and that worked. But it's still a little steep. When I bring my zero turn down, it slides into the trench, and then I can mow up. So I'm trying to decide, do I need a French drain? Do I need to fill the bottom of this trench in with like shot rock, which is, you know, big 2 or 3 inch rock to hold everything together and still let the water through, and then put a finer rock on top of it to make it look good and to be able to mow on top of it? Or do I need to just break down and excavate this all out up here and make a regular ditch and shave a little bit of the top off? So if you've had experience with this, it would be nice to know what you've done and what worked and what didn't. This is a pretty deep trench right here. And then oddly enough, there's a flat area up here where it's never eroded. And I can drive the zero turn over this, and this is just like a regular ditch right here, but it's about 6 foot long, and for whatever reason the erosion has been kept to a minimum. And then right here the ditch gets too narrow, and I've tried running the zero turn over the top of it, and you're digging in with your mower deck on one side. It's just not fit right for what I'm trying to do with the mower. And my neighbor, who just built a house up here, owns a little landscaping company, and he's offered to come and fix this. I've got a big rock right here I can't move. I've tried to pull out with a tractor, and I don't know how big that thing is, but it goes down a ways. So if we dig out, we've got to dig that out and then excavate all the rest of this up here. But I'd like to fix it. Every day when I go to the mailbox, I walk past this, and in the summer this is all grown up and nasty. I mow on the other side of it, and that looks pretty, but this right here is just a jungle. It's 2 or 3 foot tall, and the only solution to keeping it looking nice is either to mow it with a push mower or a weed eater, or hook the sickle bar mower on, which I'm too lazy to do, and cut it, you know, every couple of weeks. And so I just got a mess. So if you've got an idea about what would fix my problem, put it in the comments section down below, because I would sure like to be able to make this look a little nicer. It really detracts from the looks of our place when you come in and you see this jungle in a strip right here, and then nicely mowed up here. So if you got some opinions on that, please let me know. And when we get ready to do the project, I'll read all the opinions, and we'll figure out which way we're going to go. And I'll get with Matt, my neighbor, and he's got a mini excavator. We'll probably get it out here, and he's also got a dump trailer. We may bring some rock in to fill in whichever way we go. But I'd be curious what everybody else's thoughts are on it. You know, those of us that have moved out to the country, we usually get hills. The farmers keep all the good land for themselves and give us the hilly areas, so we're stuck with these long hills and trying to bush hog mountains and keep the erosion to a minimum. And it's part of being out here, but it's pretty when it's mowed. So I'd like to make this prettier. So anyway, if you got comments, put them down below. Appreciate it. You know, we're nearing the time of year when a lot of folks start shopping for tractors, and if you're new to tractors and equipment and you'd like some inside information about how to pick out the right tractor, you might want to buy my book. It's called An Insider's Guide to Purchasing a Tractor, and it's available on my website right here. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd be honored. Click the mic face icon and check the bell so you're notified when I post future videos. Here's another video you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.